Hey, it's your girl TishaMaq with TishaTalkz. Welcome to, you can say this is like the first episode. I absolutely knew no other way to start it off. Like, I had to have a song. That's just kind of what gets me going, a song. And I was like, this is the song that single-handedly, not even a song, because Hamilton as a musical itself was just a whole bop. But it's like Hamilton may have single-handedly brought me out of depression. Because it's like, how can you be sad about yourself? How can you feel bad about yourself when the whole intro of this song, they are dissing him. They are calling him out for absolutely being nothing more than poor, being a bastard. Like, that shit sucks. Those are half the things. You can't control that. I can't control that your dad left. Hey, this TishaTalkz. I'm just talking. Now, this episode is called She's Back. But I'm not really new to this. I'm somewhat true to this. I started doing, you could say vlogging. I'm not really sure what's the difference between a video podcast and like a regular one like this one. But I had a few videos on YouTube under the same name with fairly nice views, but you can go check them out, run it up some more. I don't mind. And I stopped. I just completely stopped. But it was fun, you know. I was rocking the wigs. I was putting the girls out for the guys to look at. You know, like, I really felt like I was doing my big one with that. And it was fun. Don't get me wrong. But depression hit, y'all. It got me tough. That was 4 years ago. And I'm back. Can't say I'm better, but one piece of advice my sister gave me, and I always tell myself, she always asks, are you better than what you were last year? Are you doing better than what you were doing last year? I'm sure I repeated the same thing. Oh, well. Did you guys like my tagline, by the way? Because, you know, I really do stutter. And it's funny because some people are like, I would have never known. It's like, well, shit, I'm 30 years old. It's like, I should have had time to practice now, right? But last year was very rough. I won't say too much without, you know, giving you too much of a glimpse into my life, but times were hard, but I stumbled, but I didn't fall. I feel like when you fall, you kind of feel like, okay, shit, the ground can't get much lower, and you kind of stay there. And I just refuse to fall. I refuse. I might stumble a little bit. I might stagger. Hell, I might even get on my knees, but I'm not finna fall. Not gonna fall. But I'm back, and I just want to have fun again this time around. People keep asking me, hey, what's your podcast going to be about? You're going to have to tune in every week to see, baby boy. I don't know. I have so much to say. I have all these opinions. I can start off with saying a few things about me. I'm pretty. And also, I like musicals. Duh, Hamilton's number one. I like scary movies. And when I say scary, I mean with a plot. I hate jump scares. I haven't seen any of those Insidious movies, and I never will, because they're not scary to me. I feel like they're just, look at me, boom, you know, jump scares. I like movies with actual plots and substance, maybe a little comedy here and there. I'm really big into the Game of Thrones thing. I mean, I'm sure that it's not technically over because House of Dragons is like a prequel, but as far as that realm, see what I did there, realm. But yes, I love Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. Can't wait for season 2. What else? I love music. I feel like I might kind of incorporate music a little bit more into this podcast versus the one on YouTube. That one was mostly just visual. You guys, like, I have been bullied. Like, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and they, like, bully you. They're like, hey, we know you want to do a podcast. In the back of my head, I'm like, I fucking do. I really do. But, like, who's going to listen? You're listening. So thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to make this enjoyable for you. But at the end of the day, this podcast is for me. Regardless if I make 1 cent off of it or $1,000, I'm going to have fun. I do plan to get like guests in here because I'm not going to cap to you guys. I am my own best friend. I can talk to myself for hours. I enjoy my own company. I do think I'm a little annoying sometimes, but at the same time, like, who's not annoying, you know? But I have a lot of things to say. I will say though, I listen to podcasts where there's mostly two people, and I see how they kind of like bounce off of each other. So maybe I think moving forward, I'll probably start to take notes, and I'll probably have a little bit like of a structure of what I want to do and what I want to say. But this is the first episode, guys. I'm just winging it, and I probably will wing it next episode as well. But I got a few engagements. People are like searching for me. Oh my gosh. And that makes me kind of excited. People are like really, some people, they seem interested, and then that makes me happy because this is what I want to do. I don't do much. I work, come home and sleep, and that's literally it. So sometimes, you gotta literally shake yourself out of the funk. You can't be in those dark rooms for too long. You can't keep singing the same sad songs. You just gotta get up and do something. So, well, shit, I'm laying down recording this, but I'm doing something, damn it. I'm doing a podcast. Like, come on now. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get into a few hot topics, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this episode short. Got to keep you guys, on your toes for some more. So I've been asked about the Will and Jada situation. Fun fact. The Pursuit of Happiness was actually filmed while I was in middle school in downtown Oakland. Shout out to Baaaack, whoop whoop. If you do some deep Googling, I was actually the poster girl for that school, y'all. Yes, Black Power. Anywho, so I don't know if our principal just had the pull or somebody was just begging, but Will Smith and them came to our school. And if you're familiar with Baaaack, it's not even where it originally was. But if you're familiar with it, it was literally an abandoned, I want to say old mall or some shit like that. I don't even know. But it was downtown Oakland, and it was a little charter school. So Pursuit of Happiness was technically filmed in the BART station. I want to say it had to be 12th Street BART station. And I want to say parts of San Francisco. So whatever day they were filming downtown Oakland, child, I'll never forget it. It's it was yesterday. I was sneaking out of class because who wants to be in class? Not me. And there were rumors that Will Smith was coming to see us, but you know how kids are. We lie about all types of shit. So it's I didn't believe it. I was nah, Will Smith isn't coming here. So I'm sneaking out of class or whatever. And who do I see? Will Smith. And he's in his, he had because if I remember correctly, the character was either he was either bald in the middle, but had hair on the side, something like that. So he literally walked in. His son, Jaden, was behind him, and I saw Jada. My mouth just dropped, but he was with our principal, so I couldn't get in trouble, so I ran back to class. And y'all know me, stuttering and all. Will Smith is here, y'all. Will Smith is here. So everybody's oh my God. So I'm trying to figure out, what is he going to sign? What is he going to sign? I don't know what I want him to sign, because, it's Will Smith. At that time, I was very much still watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. At some point, some episodes were still new to me, so it's I was really excited about this. So Will Smith came in there or whatever. We'll do won't. The rest is history. So Jada, baby girl, I don't even know. It's every time she opens up her mouth, it's we're knowing things that we, as fans, shouldn't know. But I mean, she's writing a book, so I mean, it's promo. I get it. But Will Smith already wrote a book. Will Smith already said what it was. And to be honest with you, I kind of agree with Will. So the rundown, I guess, Will was look, I retire from making you happy. These are his words, y'all. Y'all can go on TikTok, Twitters, or whatever. Look it up. I'm giving you the TishaTalkz rundown. He was look, I retire trying to make you happy. You go be happy. Prove that it's even possible. And then we can come back to each other. Now, I don't quite know if Jada was battling depression at the time or what exactly it was. I think she kind of had qualms with her giving up her career so that he could have his. And one thing as a woman, I will always say, do your own thing, girl. Like, don't let nobody hold you back. Because, I mean, I'm only 30, but I can count on one hand how many times a man has said something. And, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, I ain't finna do that shit. But because you're in love and, they putting it down, you kind of just go with it. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. Live your dreams. Do you. And if you don't want to get married to them, don't get married. Because I'm in this weird space where I'm single, so I want to date, but at the same time, I'm not finna put up with nothing. Like, the second you breathe wrong, it's over. The second I feel like something is off, I'm not saying we can't talk about it, but I'm just, as a woman, as a Pisces, sometimes you just know. You just know. So my opinion on it is, if it works for them, fine, great. I just don't want to hear about it no more. Next one, Krishan and Blueface. Okay, y'all. Krishan is a Pisces, and so am I. I don't relate to her at all. But what I will say, she's funny. Like, I'm sorry. Like, here, it's different because it's like I have morals and I have, I hate to say it like that. I respect myself a little bit more, and I feel like Blueface is a narcissist, and I'm not even going to cap. I just learned that word recently. Like, once you deal with a narcissist, you're like, oh, that's why people don't want to deal with you. I get it now. But having a narcissist with some money, now that might be probably tolerable. I could probably deal with a rich narcissist. Sorry, not sorry. I'm reading off this random questions that people have asked me on my Instagram. Please don't add me on Instagram. You can add TishaTalkz though. That one will be used for promotion. I will add back. I will answer questions just so that you guys can what's the word? Interact with me. I would love that. Answer. Do you have OnlyFans? Child, I made an account, right? This was like when it was shit popping, when it was like cool to have that in your bio. But I just never found myself to like do anything with it. I don't even think I know the information anymore. That also reminds me, I have to scrap a lot of things. Like, let me tell y'all my goals and my dreams with this podcast, all right? So, my inspiration comes from Miss Wendy Williams. Woo, woo. I used to watch her faithfully until the very end. And I don't know. It's like she was just, I loved her. Like, say what you want about her, but I loved her. I loved her, loved her, loved her. So, who knows? But I know it's just that when you do get a little bit of momentum, when you do have a little bit of a following, people are going to like dig on you. They're going to like find stuff to bring you down. So I'm not saying I'm going to get popular. I'm going to find some wood to not knock on. But if I do get popular, I need to scrub my Twitter because I was problematic. I'm probably going to get in trouble. Y'all, I have a mouth on me. I don't think before I speak, which is probably not a good reason to have a podcast. But like I said, I'm doing this for me, not for y'all. I know a few celebrities, not like buddies, because I don't have any friends. So it's like, it's going to suck to talk about them when they do bad things. Because it's like, people talk, and it's like, I have a couple friends, I won't say their names, who are like in the business. And when this podcast pops off, which I doubt it will, but if it does, woo woo, I don't know, man. Like, because I'm going to always support people no matter what. If we don't talk anymore, I'm going to support you. That's what it's about. So, with all that being said, and trust, there was more to be said, but I'm going to save it for another time. This was TishaMaq, and you've been listening to Tisha Talk. Come on back.